everybody. Welcome back to Healing in Her podcast, a space where we heal and talk stuff because we just want to be heard. I'm your host, Deshauna, and this is Healing in Her. On today's episode, hold on, I feel like I'm missing jewelry. I'm sorry, guys. On today's episode, we're going to be talking about how it's hard to be still in a busy world or a world that just glorifies the hustle culture. It's hard to just not be busy. And I'm one of those people who has to stay busy. I like to stay busy just because I have depression. So once I get still, that's like the devil's playground. However, I did teach myself how to meditate. So I feel like this is a great episode to talk about mindfulness. One thing that I really want to talk about is a lot of people don't really pay attention to their thoughts. They don't think that they could control their thoughts. They think that depression, anxiety just runs them 100%. And I am here to tell you, no, it does not. I'm here to tell you that you control your own thoughts. You control your own thinking patterns. And once you try to get out of it, of course, it'll be hard for the first probably couple of months, 2 months, whatever. Once you train your mind to think a certain type of way, it's a game changer, 100%. I taught myself how to meditate, sit and be still, and I taught myself how to just be okay with being in quiet. And for a long time, that was very hard for me. 1 second. For a long time, that was very hard for me. I didn't like to be still. I didn't like to be in the quiet. I didn't like to be alone. I didn't like any of that. Now I feel like I'm more comfortable with that. I try to just be in the present moment because I too have depression. I have anxiety. However, I don't let it dictate me. And if I do start thinking negative things, then I know how to snap myself out of it because I've trained this is something that I did. I trained my thoughts to think positive things. Even if I'm thinking in the future is what causes depression. You can't control the future. Or, sorry, not depression, anxiety. And I don't really try to go back on my past because that creates depression. I don't try to keep on, I don't try to keep myself busy now because when will I ever have time for my own self care? I don't try to do any of those things anymore. I love myself and I love myself enough to that I'm learning how to be still. I'm learning how to just be with myself. And I love that. I don't know if anyone else has an issue with just thinking negative thoughts. If you do, I'm going to tell you this. Combat those negative thoughts. That's the number one thing I will recommend. Combating those negative thoughts. If you start thinking something negative, just say no. Tell yourself no. Why are you thinking that? You have to think of your mind as just like your hand. You wouldn't want your hand to move a certain way. Would you move it that way? Or would you not? I don't know if that makes sense to anybody else, but it makes sense to me. You just have to practice just being mindful of your everyday thinking patterns. And like I said, it's hard at first. Of course, it's hard. I'm sorry, y'all. I got bit by a mosquito, and it's they tore me up. But so I keep on itching. Y'all might see me itching, but y'all, I got 5 mosquito bites on one leg because I was outside with no bug spray. I had no business. Anyways, so you just have to train your mind to just be in the now, be in the know. Things that you know are that you are okay in the present moment. And if you're not okay, then you will be. You have to know those things. If you start thinking things like, oh, I miss us, you have to think about yourself in that present moment. You have to be selfish sometimes when it comes to your mind because a lot of the times your thoughts stem from other people and what you think other people's perception of you actually is. You have to just be present with yourself. What do you think of yourself, for one? That's something that can help you change your thought process and your thought patterns. What do you think of yourself? How do you see yourself? How do you think other people see you? And also, if you think other people see you in a negative light, then why do you think that they see you in a negative light? And if you actually come with a conclusion, then you work on that with yourself. So that is how you retrain your mind in certain areas. You do the same thing. It's the same process for everything. If you think somebody thinks a certain way about you, or let me make sure this is okay. Hold on. Sorry, y'all, because sometimes I get to going and I be having to make sure my mic's still on. But it's the same thing. You have to just train your mind to just be in the now and be in the know. Don't get stuck up in hustle culture trying to stay busy. I understand sometimes staying busy is great. However, you have to make time for yourself. You have to prioritize yourself. And if your body says it's tired, you better listen to it. We practice mindfulness. You got to listen to your body. And however, sometimes I did just say don't listen to your mind, but that's only when you're having negative thoughts. If your mind is telling you that it's tired or your body's tired, you need to rest and you just don't want to because you just have to finish something. You just have to, your boss gave you another task. You have to finish it. Y'all, relax for one. And if you need that mental health day, take it. Something could be saving. Your mind could be saving by telling you to relax, to calm down, to be still, to just be in the moment. I don't know. Back to what I was saying. I don't know how many times I have to tell y'all it's okay to just be still. I'm one of them people who just try to keep busy. I try to just keep my mind going. I don't like that about myself. And I think I said that. I don't like that because I need to rest. And when I finally rest, oh baby, I sleep like a bear in hibernation. Listen, your body tell you when you need to relax. And you just have to listen to it. It's okay to listen to your body when it's telling you it's tired. Do not fall into the hustle culture trying to get a whole bunch done. We are young. Relax. I understand because we're young. A lot of people will say it's not the ideal time to relax. It is. Take that day, take that trip. Do whatever you need to do. If you don't want to take a trip, if you just want to lay in bed for a week, do that. It's okay. Whatever is for you is out there already and it's coming to you. You never have to worry. If your mind is telling you to just relax, maybe other things are in the works for you. You don't have to keep busy all the time. If you want to get a project done, it'll still be there tomorrow. However, if you do not take care of yourself and relax on your own, will you be here tomorrow? I don't know. Because when your body is tired, it's tired. When your body wants to give out, it will. So just take them days to be still. Take those days to be still and be mindful of just your everyday. It's okay to just rest. I promise. I'm a mom. I don't know how many times I have to keep on telling you guys. I'm a mom. I'm in the military. So basically, I'm an athlete. I go to work every day before work. I go work to the gym every day before work. Pick up my son. I'm also a college student. I'm literally always busy. Hello. I'm always busy but it's okay to just be still. I always have to remind myself that. That's why I took 2 semesters off of college. Y'all, I'm a busy woman. On top of that, I started this podcast. You have to just be still. And when your body is saying you're tired, you're tired. Your heart, your body, your mind. If you're tired, you're gonna fall out of alignment. But it's okay to be still. And if you needed this reminder, this is what you just take then. It's okay to just be still and be okay. I also be needing these daily reminders. Sometimes I go back and watch these for myself. So if you need this, if you want to take this in, just take it. And if you're listening to this message, hold on, Cairo. If you're listening to this message, maybe it's for you. Maybe you need to receive it. So that's all I have. If you like this, share it with your friend. And don't forget to comment and subscribe. I told you I'm a full-time mom. So whenever I get the time to record, I do. My son is always here. I hope you all enjoy. Bye. I love you. I love you too.